Monday afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on Go Local Live. I'm Molly O'Brien, Lifestyle Editor. Thank you for joining us in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm joined with Robin Garceau. She's our interior design and real estate expert. So lovely, so talented. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to talk about trends for 2017, and you've been all over the place, so really digging in to what's hot, what's new, what's fresh for 2017. And you just got back from a conference, and then you're going to head down to Florida again to kind of really dig in. So let's start off with talking about what's popular for 2017, and we're going to start off with color of the year 2016 versus 2017.
Well, if you look at 2016 versus 2017, you go back to Pantone Color of the Year for 2016, and it was a very pale blue and blush pink. So this year, you look at the Pantone Color of the Year, and it's a bright green. It's called greenery. Same thing with, say, Benjamin Moore. Benjamin Moore's Color of the Year last year was simply white. Literally white. It was just plain white. This year it's called Shadow, which is a deep, rich, dark plum color. And what that is, it's a trend going toward luxurious, warm, rich tones for the year.
So does that mean it's time to go out and paint your house, or is that time to go and pick up little accent colors, like things with those green accents, or what does that mean to kind of spruce things up?
Well, it depends on where you are in your project. So say, for instance, you're starting brand new. There are rooms that you can use, a den maybe, or a Levette, that you want to paint the walls a color, a strong, bright color, and that's always a fun place to do it because it's a fun room, it's an accent room that you can take chances with. If you're starting with something you already have, then what you want to do is add some accent colors, great artwork, things on that kind of, that idea. So you start to bring new colors in and still using your old colors as well.
So you still want to look fresh, but you're bringing in those new colors for 2017.
Exactly.
Okay, and you're also saying there's this throwback to luxury. What do you mean by that?
Well, what's been happening in the past few years is the whole idea of the casual, linen, everything is maybe a slipcover effect, the cottagey effect. All of that is giving way to a luxurious, more elegant feel with deep velvets and warm tones and just a much, much warmer feel. So everything that was very light and airy is now really deep, rich, and warm. That's the trend that it's going towards.
So can you still have luxury without being overpriced?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you do that?
Absolutely. You can add velvet pillows to your sofa, a lot of pillows. Just get in a lot of warm color in there. And you could add great artwork. So when you're choosing artwork, per se, I always say be brave. Don't be timid with your artwork. Fill a wall. Go to the ceiling. If you have your beige linen tufted chairs around your dining room table that everybody seemed to have bought in the past 5 years, one of the things you can do is maybe take the end chairs away and add host chairs. So in a traditional home, you may end up adding emerald green velvet chairs that go with your dark wood table. Take your mirror away from your buffet, off of your above your buffet, and add a big piece of artwork that goes right to the ceiling and has a lot of deep, rich color in it. That way, now what's happening is you're transitioning the whole field to something new, but you're not getting rid of everything that you have in your room. So, for instance, another idea is if you have the same concept, but you're in a coastal home. So now your coastal home has the same linen tufted chairs, only now you have a driftwood table. Well, it's hard to put luxurious velvet in a coastal home.
With driftwood. Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe what you might want to do is still bring in 2 host chairs, but add color and design. Watercolor florals, believe it or not, are coming back in bold colors. So now you have all the subtle colors of the light tufted chairs with the driftwood, but now you're bringing in bold watercolor floral chairs on each end. You add some accessories and artwork to pull in the color, and you have a brand new look without getting rid of everything that you have.
So you're not starting over from scratch.
Exactly.
I'm going to have you scoot a little bit where you're running away from me here. Okay, let's talk about moving away from the disposable. What exactly does that mean? Are we in a throwaway society? Are we in a disposable society?
Yeah, we really are in a disposable society.
Even when it comes to furniture and when it comes to our home.
Yeah, we really are. And we've developed that once we started getting less expensive pieces in from China, $400 sofas and things like that. They tend not to last. So we buy something that lasts maybe a year or 2 and then throw it away, give it away. It just doesn't last a long time. So now what's happening is the trend is to go more toward made in America. Okay. Well, by being made in America, it is going to bring up the prices a little bit more. A lot of high-end designers are already making their product in America. There's a company called Bruce Andrews. His product in America. One of the details on his furniture leg is made right here in Rhode Island.
Oh, wow.
So there's already a trend to there, but now what's happening is more and more manufacturing is coming into America. There's another company called Dunes and Duchess right out of Connecticut. They make great lighting and accent tables, and they also are really prominent in the design industry. So I think what's going to happen is in the future, prices are going to start to rise, but that's okay, because what you do is you take pride in ownership of the piece and you hold on to it for a longer period of time. So gone will be the days of the disposable type of furniture, the disposable artwork, the disposable design elements. You want to keep it for a long time, and you want to take pride in that ownership because it will be made in America.
You know what? I heard something. This was fascinating. I heard a piece on furniture this morning. Someone was designing a levitating table, and it worked with magnets, and it floated. It was like this coffee table that. And then if you put just enough coffee table books on it, then it kind of has this weight on it. And I think the price was something like $10,000. It was made in New York. So if you have the money to spend on these luxury items, that's not something disposable. But I just thought, and I was like, oh, this is perfect to talk to Robin about, something that moving forward 2017 as we go into, more interesting concepts and people are looking more towards gadgets and want something that really stands out.
Well, they're also looking at furniture as multi-purpose. So say, for instance, something like that levitating table. They do that with desks now because a lot of people in their offices want to stand up for a period of time. So the desk stays down at sitting level, and then it'll rise up when you need it to be a standing desk.
Multi-purpose.
So all of that is coming about where the technology is being integrated in all of these pieces. There are some pieces that look like a console table on the end and opens up to a full-size dining room table, and you just pull chairs around, and now you have like an 8-foot dining room table. So they are showing that more and more, especially with smaller areas in offices. I've designed a lot of offices, and you spend a lot of time there. And you want it to be nice and practical and relaxing. So people are starting to design their offices now So it is more relaxing. You spend an awful lot of time in your office. Why not make it absolutely beautiful instead of so industrial?
And comfortable, because it's part of your living space if you think about it.
Exactly.
I mean, we kind of touched on that fact that getting into the made in America, and I think that might even be more prominent now with this political part that's on us, is that people really want things that are made in America.
Exactly.
We're moving into that. And are we seeing trends in that as well?
Yes, you'll find that more and more manufacturing, I think because people are wanting to buy American-made products, you will be seeing more manufacturing in that direction. Right now it is a little higher end, but there are, even the Amish has a line of furniture that you can go out and purchase now. It is a little bit more expensive. What people are going to do is say, you know what, I'm going to invest in that because it means something, and it is a source of pride, owning it. So I think people are going to be more and more in tune to that.
And even, and this isn't necessarily the design, but when it comes to putting something in your home, like with mattresses, for example, people want to know where their mattresses are come from, breathing in chemicals, that kind of thing, what you're sitting on. So if it comes to a piece of furniture or something like that, people like to know that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said another big trend is individuality. So getting those one-of-a-kind pieces, that's becoming, again, another big trend in 2017.
It really is. There's a company that makes this extremely beautiful lighting chandeliers, Louise Garceau. She takes vintage glass and creates these gorgeous chandeliers out of them. So those are the type of pieces you can't find anywhere else, and it's a statement piece. So to do something like that in your home, you don't have to do it everywhere. You get one piece or two pieces, you get a gorgeous chandelier, you might have an antique that looks absolutely gorgeous in your home. Those are the pieces that are really a statement piece, a conversation starter. So if you have it in your home and you're entertaining, you can talk about it, and they're just beautiful pieces that exude your personality. So that is also really, really trending where I'm coming from.
And like you mentioned before, you don't have to redo your whole home, especially if you're on a budget. You can really work with the new colors and with what you already have.
Exactly. And I mentioned the statement piece. Go in, look at your room, get rid of your clutter, get rid of all the doodads and the little trinkets, and look at your room from a new perspective. It comes out like a clean palette. So now you want to bring in your new accessories, your new colors with that clean palette. If you don't take out things first and then try to do it, you're going to be totally overwhelmed. You're not going to know what to do. So I tell clients all the time, when you're starting to do a room, get boxes. You don't have to throw everything away. You just take all of your trinkets and all your little accessories and you put them in a box. Put them away. Even your photographs, you put them away. Start with your basics, your sofa, your chair, your draperies, that type of thing. And then you bring in new things and add a little bit at a time. You don't always have to do everything all at once.
All right. Well, Robin Garceau, thank you so much. We were talking trends in 2017. So we touched on color, those statement pieces, and items that are made in America. Just a couple of the trends you're going to see in 2017 and how you can incorporate them in your home. All right, Robin, you're going to be with us once a month, so I really appreciate it, and touching on both real estate and interior design, so can't wait to hear from you next time after you get back from your trip.
Yes,
so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Robin.
Right.
It's a pleasure to see you as always.
Thank you.
Good, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Definitely.
Great.